While I am clearing the dishes off table, I hear someone at my mother-in-law's say something unbelievable.
Are we really allowed to eat all of this for free?
Huh? What did she just say?
Of course, my son's wife runs this, so you can eat as much as you want. Oh, the wine bottle is empty. Angela, bring us another bottle of wine.
I head straight towards the table where he sits. I cannot give out free food. I have to tell her. My name is Angela, and I am a 35-year chef. I recently opened my own restaurant. After graduating from culinary school, I trained at various restaurants and finally made my dream come true. However, this is not the goal. It is starting point for me, being the owner, chef, and managing my restaurant. I am responsible for all aspects of the project to ensure that customers continue to come back. In any case, I'm thrilled to be able to finally open my own place. I am going to put my all into this. That was what I thought.
An opening party for the restaurant.
Yeah, that's right. You should be grateful to know I'm going to call many of my friends.
What is your favorite thing about working at Tesla? When you say many, how many exactly?
Maybe 30, including myself.
If there are going to be so many, to reserve the whole place.
Of course, that would be fun. We'll have a big celebration.
Okay.
This sudden call from Susan, my mother-in-law. I should be grateful for a reservation of 30 people. The problem is that the call is Susan. She loves all things luxurious, but tries to pay things herself. That why she comes to our house, have dinner with us. She wants to eat for free. When I first got married to my husband, we were both working full-time jobs. We had a lot of bills to pay and not much time to spend together. It was hard to find the balance between work and our personal life. Susan invited me to go shopping with. I was thrilled for the invite because I thought this is my chance to become close to my mother-in-law.
Oh, this bag is so cute. What do you think? Do you like it?
Yes, I think it looks great on you.
You think so? I don't have to buy it. Oh my, I've forgotten my purse. Angela, can you lend me some money? I'll pay you back later.
Huh?
Please, this bag might be sold out time we're here.
Well, I'm not sure what you mean by edit, but I can certainly help with any spelling or grammar mistakes.
As Susan was so persistent, I finally caved in and bought the 500 bag. She also invited me to lunch after, of course, I paid for the lunch, as it's been 2 or 3 years since she still hasn't returned any of this. I've reminded her several times, but each time she just says, I don't have it now or next time. That's why whenever she invites me or to go shopping, I say I'm too busy with work. Susan irritably replied that she would be in a while, but she didn't know. I can tell that she's obviously trying to get me to pay. I've kept my distance with her, but as I said, she keeps coming back and has dinner with us without a care in the world.
You really are a proper chef, aren't you? All of your cooking is so delicious.
Thank you.
Oh my, we're out of wine. Don't you have any more?
I'm sorry, Susan. You're the one who most of it.
You knew I was coming, so you should have prepared at least 2 or 3 bottles.
Excuse me?
Susan is here to eat for free, and that she makes this unbelievable. If it was just me, I could say no. But the tough part is that my husband takes her side.
Hey, Mom, she's right, you know. Mom is a guest to you. If you're a chef, you should be conscious of things like that. Go and buy some more wine right now.
I have no idea where he's coming from. Of course, I stand up to them when but when it feels like too much work to get by. I used to think Bob was so great. We met on a blind date. He worked at a leading corporation, always so full of confidence. As a chef, having to pave the way for myself, it's natural that I'm drawn to someone with confidence. And in Bob's case, you can see him working in a leading company. And I believed him to be a man of his word. I did kind of feel that he was some slightly unreasonable, but I thought of this as a character study, the story of a successful man who was paving his way to success. We started to go out and ended up married. But at home, he would often complain about his work. He would say things like, "No one see talent. My boss is so awful that I can't even. I get too stressed out to do anything after work." His complaints didn't seem reasonable. I wasn't buying it. It's true that you can't see someone's colors while you're only dating, and that you learn a lot about yourself when you're married. It would have been okay if he was just complaining, but about 6 months before I opened my restaurant, he quit his job.
I can't work at a company where they won't see my true talent.
He says, "I've never worked in a company, so I know how these things work. All I can do is trust him and hope good new job." Anyway, I am already preparing for restaurant, so I don't have time caring for my. However, 6 months pass and Bob is soon unemployed. None of the interviews seem to go sick. I am busy with preparation for so I haven't heard how things are going lately, but I'm not really sure if he's ever interviewed before, which means Bob is eating for free like his mother. So you can imagine how frustrating me when he has a strong attitude. And finally, the day of the so-called opening party is here. Susan arrives with a huge smile on. She has her 29 friends with her. Well, Bob is there too for some reason. So it's her 28 friends to be exact.
Angela, thank you so much for this.
What does she mean by thank you? If she's referring to me serving my friends, of course I will. However, if she's saying thank you, serve the food for free, that's another matter. Today's reservation is for dinner C, much more expensive than lunch. Dinner for 30 is going to add up to lot. I become nervous, but I serve all the orders that come through.
Wow, everything is so delicious. The place looks great too. A lot of thought was put in.
It makes me very happy to hear these comments, but it irritates me that Susan says, "I know, right?" Every time someone says these compliments, if she owns the place. We are halfway through the evening. While I'm clearing the dishes, another table is being set up. I hear someone at my mother-in-law's say something unbelievable.
Are we really allowed to eat all of this for free?
Of course, my son's wife runs this. So you can eat as much as you want. Oh, the wine bottle is empty. Angela, bring us another bottle of.
I head straight towards the table where she sits. I have to tell her.
Susan, I'm not serving this food for.
What on earth are you saying? I've brought all these people here should show gratitude.
That doesn't mean you can eat for free.
But Bob takes Susan's side as well.
Hey, will you please stop trying to embarrass my mother? You just listen to her today, okay?
What do you mean today?
Have you forgotten that you owe me? Who was it that covered part of your capital?
That has nothing to do with this.
Anyway, there's still so much food ordered, so you hurry up?
With this, she sends me back to the.
Is everything all right? Doesn't your daughter-in-law know she is serving us for free?
No problem, don't you worry.
I hear Susan saying to her friend, "It seems like your friends are going to your place. We go through desert and everyone's sick with the food."
Angela, everything tasted wonderful. you so much.
Thank you, Susan. That will be $2,700.
Hearing this, not only Susan, but he seemed shocked too.
You said we wouldn't have to pay anymore.
Yes, I know. Angela, what is the meaning of this? It's wrong of you to ask us to pay.
You're the one who's wrong, Susan. Reserving the whole restaurant and people for free? Do you think any restaurant would as something like that? You're going to pay every single per.
Angela, stop it. What are you doing? You tell that you're troubling Mom.
I'm the one who's in trouble. Anyway, how can you come at me with such a strong attitude when you're not even emotionally stable yourself?
What? Susan, your son is unemployed. I thought you said he works at a large company and is going to be promoted soon.
Well, right now I'm just trying to get through this semester. Angela, don't you dare embarrass me.
You're the one who won't even work.
Angela, have you forgotten that you...
Oh, you?
Yes, I financially supported you when you opened this restaurant. You have to thank me for that. So you should at least pay me back $2,700 worth of food today.
Okay, I understand.
With this, I press a button and close shutters.
Why are you closing up the exit?
I can't allow you to leave without. If you're not going to pay $2,700, I'm calling the police.
The police?
Are you out of your mind?
We're not getting involved with it. Exactly. We only came because you said everything was going to be free.
Susan's friends are drawing in on her, shouting.
Angela, do something.
Why should I? I never knew that you friends. They would be allowed to have dinner free.
That... what I said. She didn't know.
Well, this is just...
Anyway, everyone pays $90. You either pay the full amount, Susan, or we'll have to cancel your order.
Weren't you listening to a single thing I said? You owe me $10,000. You should be using today's bill to some of that.
As for that matter, I'm aware that is your money, Susan. When I told your husband that I'm owed this place $10,000 as a present to me. I'm sorry, I didn't catch your name. Could you please repeat it? But you didn't say anything about your husband? You deceived me and made me believe in money. Didn't you eat all this food so that you could?
No, that's not what I...
Hearing the truth, Susan, IS friends glaring at her.
You made me pay for dinner. The other said I could eat today for free, and I paid for the spa we went to together. You said we would be even with this. I paid for your concert ticket, that scarf you're wearing, gas for the trip we went on, coffee.
Susan's friends all screamed that it was paid for her. Well, maybe you can forgive her for, is my honest thought. Susan is turning blue, and she begs me.
Please, I'll pay later, so make them all go home.
No, you have to pay right now. You said you'd pay later, but you haven't paid for $500 that you spent on my pay now or we call the police.
No, I don't think so. I don't have the money with me. How can you think I can pay so much? Go.
Okay, then I have to ask your husband the money.
What? No, please don't. He's going angry.
That's none of my business. All we can do is call him, so we either call your husband or the police. Make your decision.
No, I don't think so.
Okay then. It's a shame, but I'm a California police officer.
Okay. I'll call my husband. Jay, the police.
In 20 minutes, her husband arrives.
What on earth are you doing?
I'm so sorry.
Angela, I apologize for my wife's bed.
With this, he pays me $2,700.
Please don't apologize. It's not you.
With the payment settled, I open and let Susan's friends go.
I'm so sorry for what happened.
My apologies to you too.
The food was delicious. Ayano come at.
Thank you. Please do.
The only people left in the restaurant were his in-laws and husband.
When will you stop?
I'm so sorry it won't happen again. Forgive me.
No, I'm not overlooking this anymore. I heard about the startup capital. How are you enjoying Angela's food? $2,700 I paid to the $500 for the bag. You've been eating lunch at work every day, so you'll have to pay it back?
Please, no.
Would you be able to say something well? He's still unemployed.
What? Bob, what is the meaning of?
Well, it's just,
You've got to be kidding me. You use connection. Do you want to get into that amazing company? Are you wasting your time?
Huh. Bob, is that true?
well, I'm not sure what you mean by edit, but I can certainly help with any spelling or grammar mistakes.
You never told me. I can't believe it.
No way. You can't divorce me.
Are you out of your mind? You were completely relying on Angela's incompetence. Of course, she will divorce you. I demand you get divorced. Don't trouble Angela any longer.
After a while, I start dating an Ed magazine that came to interview my restaurant. A few years later, we got married and had a child. I continue to manage my restaurant, living happily with my husband. And what was the mother-in-law thinking? 30 people for free? I'd like to see inside her brain and see what's going on inside. At least her husband was a good man. I'm happy for Angela. Not only did leave her terrible husband, but I'm glad she found happiness with her life. I hope she continues to do well with her business too. Thanks for sticking around until the... Please subscribe to our channel if you enjoyed this video. And see you in the next one.